Hey, Jeff here from Whipbird Environmental, and thought I'd just bring you along for a day of bush regen and some other stuff, to sort of some of the things I get up to in a day. So this morning I've spent some time here just getting some plants ready that are going to go to a market, and provide the rain holds off, we'll be up dealing with some lantana in the bush. So let's get into it, I suppose. This is some of the previously worked areas in the good canopy. We're approaching this like I do every site, a bit of a holistic approach. So we use multiple treatment methods, but our primary way of dealing with the lantana is cutting it up with loppers and then cut and paint on the stumps, as well as hand removal, where it's not going to compromise bank stability. So I thought I'd just show you around some of the bits that we've already done. So this is a little patch of lantana we just pushed down, a bit of primary work. We spent most of the day doing maintenance and tackling some sort of sporadic lantana under the canopy because it's been quite rainy today. So the idea was to just try and stay dry as much as possible. Luckily the rain sort of eased off after a while. But we spent a little bit of time up here just before and just after morning tea, clearing this little patch of lantana, which is good. So the underside of that is cleared pretty much almost up to where that is, but it's really steep there, so we're gonna have to wait for some drier weather to get access there. It's not too sketchy. I thought I'd just quickly talk about our methods. So what we end up doing was, using loppers, doing cut and paint is our main thing. We also did some hand removal of some of the lantana where we could. And yeah, it's pretty good. So the idea here is to push down areas where we've got some regen. So you can see, where is it? Behind me, there it is. There's a nice red cedar just there. There's also like some pittosporum and Melicitis dentatus and things like that around. So clear out the lantana from around those, and then they'll be able to spread out and get their canopy up a little bit quicker and help battle the lantana with some shade. There's still lots and lots and lots of lantanas to do here, but every single trip we come here we get a little bit more done. So that's what it's all about, and that's pretty much how you do sort of best practice bush regen. Just chip it away a little bit at a time, and then we go over the already worked areas and do maintenance to make sure none of the lantana is reshooting. Tackle some of the other emergent weeds. Like now that we've cleared lots of lantana, you can see down the hill we've cleared quite a bit of lantana, so I'm expecting to see things like tree tobacco come up, moth vine, cape ivy, as well as a lot of your annual weeds like Biden's pilosa and things like that. There's also quite a bit of crofton weed and mistflower around the place, so we'll probably see some of that come up. So going into the warmer period with spring and summer, and there's supposed to be a lot of rain on the way, I expect we'll see lots of germination through that area. So being able to keep on top of that's going to be really important. And each visit we just do a sweep over the previously worked areas and make sure we take out anything that is emerging, and then we start pushing little bits of lantana again like we did just here. And that's pretty much the method going forward. We're really lucky at this particular site, we've got quite a lot of time, so we're able to actually push quite large areas of primary because we're here quite often and we're able to cover the ground. But we do still have to be careful that we don't open up too much and then fall behind and end up having to redo primary work, because that's not really good. But yeah, so the other sites aren't like this, and we push primary a lot slower, but this is a really, like I said, we get quite a lot of time here. We're very lucky. There's some really nice trees. There's a nice Alphitonia excelsa, the red ash. There's a lot of nice Tuna ciliata, the red cedars coming up, and lots of pittosporums, both undulatum and multiflorum, which is a little spiky one, and there's also actually a revolutum here too, so we've got all three of the local pittosporums here, and then lots of other stuff like whalebone trees and cheese trees and grey myrtles, Bacchausia metafolia, and lots of laurels as well. It's a cryptocarya here, so I'm going to write this one up here. Thanks for coming along the journey for the day. It was very wet in some parts and pretty nice in others. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.